Open Source Prophetic and Tarot. I want to welcome each and everyone to my channel and thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. My first card is Thread of Destiny. So maybe someone is receiving some form of destiny. They have did good in their life. They might have ended their cycle where they had to go through many challenges and obstacles, and they're overcoming it. So see, you've been through a period of healing where you had to go inward and heal. Small moments of joy and kindness are beginning to ripple through your field. So maybe you did healing. So maybe you're stepping towards the light, or you're going closer towards the light. You're wavering together with their lesson and memories and insight. So your insights are opening up. So things are changing for you. Maybe you're stepping through a new door. Maybe you're going on a new beginning because it says destiny in the front. So maybe something is shifting for you and something is changing for you. Maybe you was tangled in a karmic web, a karmic loop, a karmic relationship, friendship. You feel tangled in patterns you can't seem to break. So maybe you have broken them by going inward and healing. So you're stepping away from that. Maybe you had a strategic plan that you had to plan to step away from, maybe a relationship, a friendship, anything that was trying to weigh you down, anything that was trying to keep you in this karmic web. So you are called to step back and plan wisely. So maybe you had to step back and maybe you had to step into your heart space and you had to seek this information. So you are beginning to explore new emotion and landscape with wonder. Be curious. So maybe you have to have a plan to step away, heal yourself, and step forward. So you're embodying motion. So whatever you're doing, maybe you're cleansing yourself. You're actively living the truth. You have gathered embodiment is ongoing journey. Keep moving with authenticity. So you're moving away from that. So maybe you came up with this plan and this plan helped you to move away. But first you had to heal yourself so you could step into your heart space. Then you could think logically, then you're gonna obviously move logically. Architect of reality. So you're weaving your own web. So you're planning something. You command the force of action with mastery. So maybe you're working on something and you're mastering it. Your vision becomes reality. You align with your thoughts, feel indeed, lead with integrity. So maybe you're someone that's working on something, doing something, or planning to do something, but you're someone that's building. You're in the building stage, the planning stage, or maybe some are already there and things are beginning to form. Breakthrough. So you're coming up on a major breakthrough. We saw destiny in the front. You have breaking through the limits and emerge and transform. So see, you have healed and transformed with the strategic vision that you had. You planted your own web and you're beginning to flow. You are learning the rhythm to trust and surrender. So maybe you had to surrender a relationship that wasn't serving your highest good, friendship that was trying to put you down, anything, family, anybody that you've been with. So now you're creating your own web. You're using your own self to create something new. You are a new conscious artist of your reality. Ideas seek from through your hands and hearts. So maybe you're a healer. And maybe you have healed your heart. Choose what you want, birth into this world with your passion. So you're doing something that you're very passionate about, but you had to forge your path by realigning yourself. So you had to rediscover yourself. You had to break down those negative walls and bring positive in. So you are called to create new paths where none seems to exist. So if something wasn't going right, you had to turn your back on something and step forward and build something new. But you had to create this in order to be in the flow. Yeah, so maybe you're a warrior. You have a warrior spirit and you want to chain. Maybe someone tried to chain you down and block you from stepping into this change, but you remove those shackles off your feet and now you're able to dance. Seek of wholeness. So maybe you had to self-reflect on things that was going on with you, so you are able to explore your new beginning. You had to first cleanse yourself and heal yourself and put yourself back to pieces so you wouldn't be able. So maybe your soul was calling you to surrender the past so you could step into the new. So maybe you had to go through your own inner journey. You are struggling with against forces beyond your control. So maybe people was doing spell work towards you to try to block your soul purpose or your soul calling, but you are rising. They're unable to stop you. All right. Veil of forgetting. So maybe they try to block your memory, so you wouldn't pick up these messages, so you wouldn't be able to walk firm and strong in this belief or be guided and protected on your journey. You're disconnected from a deeper purpose. So yes, they're trying to disconnect you from your purpose. So they're trying to send things so you wouldn't been able to receive your message thoroughly, so you would have been able to figure out what your intuition kicked in. Acceleration. So you took off. You took off leaving them, and if you're working on something, it's speeding up. Messenger of seeds. So maybe you're writing a book, or you're gonna write a book, or maybe you're a messenger, you're creating something, you're forming new ideas, subtle whispers arrive, and be curious, record every inspiration. So maybe you're someone that journal whatever you receive. Maybe you go outside, you see a picture, you write something about it, or you receive a message, a sign, a symbol. This is what gives you this inspiration to create. So you're creating through conscious creation. Resistance. So you're someone that's never given up. Even when the fire's there, you're gonna step through it. Figuratively speaking, you have a resistance, and you meet your obstacles head on. And you're gonna resolve it because you're no longer in fear. Seed of power. So you're someone that's very powerful. You're very knowledgeable. Your intuition is kept in. You're tapped in. Your soul original intention is rightening, so you're expanding your consciously. All right, see, you're transcending to a higher level. So your knowledge and your wisdom, because you've been through a period of major heart awakening where you had to awake your heart to start being empathic, loving, kind, and even if you had blockages, you had to remove those blockages so you could get deeper into things. Balancing current. So maybe you've been through a period in your life where, or maybe it could be now or in the past, you pull different energies in direction. The integration is not choosing sides, it's finding harmony between them. Breathe with the tension. So maybe you had to balance between your current situation. You had to personally balance yourself. So you had to balance how your light side and your dark side, how you answer to things, how you deal with things. You had to look at things in a new perspective. You had to change. So you had to switch how you think about things, and you had to find the higher meaning of things. So you're balancing your current thoughts and your energy. And this is how, because you have tapped into your heart space, you have awakened to many things. Dark night. See, you've been through a dark night of the soul. Look at that. So your heart might have been entangled before, maybe in a relationship that broke you and you had to heal from it. It's natural. We all been there at some point. Some people get over it, some people never. But I ask you to please do cosmic belonging. So maybe you are guided to something better, a different meaning. So maybe you had to master your emotions. Maybe you was a regular crash out. I was a crash out at one time, but I don't crash out no more. I know they want me to crash out, so that's why I don't give them. I just let the circus be. So you're building strength by doing this. And this is going to help you to grow and expand within your mind, your thought, your wisdom, your finances, your home, your life, your bond. Because you're mastering yourself emotionally. So you're no longer a crash out. You just let them birds be. You just let it be. So now you're tapping into the flow. So you are investing in yourself and you're putting yourself front and forward. You're loving on yourself. You're entering a state where your action feels effort. So when you touch things, you create things, you build things, it takes off because you're in a different mindset, a different vibration. You're on a higher timeline. So you are tapping into the flow. So things is just gonna flow for you naturally. So maybe you're building an inner union, maybe a masculine and feminine. Maybe you are connecting on a higher vibration, a higher level, so you're attracting someone that has similarity to you, someone that's on the same vibration, and someone that's going on the same destination as you. So you're attracting someone that's gonna complete you. Weaver of emotions. So maybe you had to put your emotions in check, where you are no longer letting nobody just take you for a fool, and you had to compose your compassion and heal what's by simply being and simply letting it go. That's what I'm talking about. So maybe you have a soul contract where you're gonna have a union with someone of a like-minded person as you, someone that's going the same direction. You guys are on the same level, and you guys are two spiritual beings. The field, you pull something agreed long before your lifetime. So maybe you had a major soul contract to come here to go through all these obstacles, these challenges, overcome this. It depends on what you choose and how you choose. If you don't choose good, you're gonna go back to the karmics. If you choose well, you're gonna move forward, and you're gonna be able to attract a solid foundation, a solid partner. You're gonna attract stability, abundance. So if you choose to go forward, you're gonna attract everything that's meant for you. So you decided to do this before birth. It was something that was embedded in you. Lost signal. So maybe at one point you lost your way and you had to find your way back. You feel abandoned and disconnected from your purpose. So maybe there was someone there trying to disconnect you. Maybe someone was sent in to disconnect you from your purpose, so you wouldn't been able to stay on this journey because it was a part of their karmic job. But you had to first take the step to move away from that situation, and this is how you would be able to enter into your new beginning, and things would be able to switch around for you and change for you. You had to pause. You had to sit still. You had to go within. You are being asked to pause and allow inner system to catch up. So maybe your growth continues even in stillness, because you're releasing, you're purging illusion. So you had to break free from this illusion, things that was meant to keep you trapped, keep you stuck, so you couldn't step to your higher purpose. Inner fracture. So maybe you had to heal some form of traumas and wounds. Sometimes we have traumas and wounds and we don't know that we have them because we haven't sit still enough to self-reflect and go inward. You feel the crack within the sense of self. The fractures are opportunities to heal, to strengthen, to see where the light is getting in. So maybe there was someone light was trying to overshadow you, or this person was an energy vampire taken from you, so you wouldn't been able to go forward because they're trying to weaken you. But you awakened to their bullshit, and you broke free from that illusion and broke free from whatever was trying to fracture you. Maybe a relationship, and you step into your power by aligning. You awaken and you align to your highest potential. You are finding the sweet spot where intention meets the flow. So you are in the flow. So maybe you're having a reunion with self. You're starting to give yourself self-love, self-care, self-worth, self-compassion. Parts of you lost or exiled or returning, welcome them home with tenderness. Every piece belongs. So you're giving yourself selfless compassion. So you're tending to your own garden, and this is gonna build you stronger than before, and you're gonna be able to come out on top like a warrior. Master flow. So you're someone that's in the flow. You're a master manifester. So whatever you're manifesting is coming true because you're in that vibration, and you're attracting opportunity, or you're turning your pain into power and bringing in opportunity, and this is going to bring in stability, and this is going to center your strength. empowerment. So maybe you had to go through these challenges and obstacles, and you had to overcome these and build yourself back, repair yourself. You had to turn your back on things in order to come to this master flow. So with that said, so this is helping you to balance out stuff. So you have an inner balance, an inner harmony. You hold a wisdom that integrates through you within every being. Your present brings balance to others. Trust its natural flow. So you're a healer. You heal through words. So maybe this is a part of your soul mission, diverging road. So maybe you had to make a choice where to go in order to empower yourself and bring yourself at balance. So maybe you had to go inward, and you had to go self-reflect. You had to retreat. You had to take time out to reclaim your power. Look at that, man. Look at that. You're reclaiming your last pieces of yourself. Memories, your gifts are growing. They're coming back. Power of buried resurfacing. Welcome them back. You see a part of love and pride. So longing. Maybe something in you was longing for change. A sense of Archie is you can't explain, an emptiness calling for something more. This is longing, the echo of your soul original home. So maybe something was calling you to make this necessary change in your life in order for growth. Maybe you had a vision, and your vision is what kept you. You are receiving glimpse of the future aligned with your higher self. So you're receiving glimpse of what's gonna come for you if you align to your purpose. So maybe you have been tested through many things, friendship, relationship, family, friends, whatever. You feel the weight of the journey pressing on you, so you had to release it. So maybe you have been through an emotional labyrinth by people, places, and things that try to weigh you down, try to push you down, because they see your potential, they see your inner flame, they see your light, they see your glow. So they're trying to chop this down so it wouldn't grow. But you are the person that's forging your own destiny. You're building it. You're guiding yourself. Even if anyone tried to block it, you are fully embodying authority because you're standing in your power. Your soul is blossoming. You're very strong. You're in your strength. You are a warrior spirit. And you maybe came to an emotional crossroad where you was blocked, where you was stuck, where you was indecisive. You didn't know where to go. You were torn between two emotional poles, but you had to get yourself together and take yourself out of that confusion. And this is how you're going to be able to attract a sacred union in the future. Even if you're not there yet, you're going to integrate with someone, and you guys are going to be two being. So a courageous heart. So maybe, like I said, you're someone that's very courageous. You step into the unknown. You don't know where you're going. You're someone that takes leap. You have faith. You just step. You have that drive. You have that willpower. You have that determination. And you know that you are brave enough to feel deeply, even if it's hurt. You're going to do it. Guardian of heart. So you had someone helping you, a guardian angel that helped you to mend your broken pieces back together and stand full in your sovereign power. So you had to go through that. Maybe you had to put yourself in an emotional sanctuary where you were able to release everything and purge yourself and put yourself back whole. So you've been through a period of purification where you had to purify your inner self. You had to cleanse yourself. You are shedding old layers that can no longer accompany your next journey. So you've been through major healing, major cleansing, major purification. And this is how you are illuminated to the truth, clarity, and facts. Your path is lighting up with clarity and insight. So your insights is growing, your intuition is growing, your third eye is opening up, your sights are growing. So you have took that leap of faith on yourself. So you're moving forward. You stand at the edge of a new beginning. Fear and wonder dance together. So you have the devil that's trying to pull you back, but you have God that's pushing you forward. But you are at a release point where you're releasing the old and you're stepping forward on your journey, because your soul is aligning to its higher self, its higher potential. This is happening naturally because you are open to fully receive this. You can't be half-assed. You have to be open fully. and you're keeping your positive intention. So with that being said, this is helping you to keep balanced mind and focus. So you're nurturing and protecting your soul sacred extension. So maybe you're someone that likes to explore. You're an explorer of possibilities. So you're someone that steps out in faith and explore the unknown. You are opening up to ways to of acting, learning through experiences. Curiosity is your greatest ally. Now try to fail, learn, repeat. So maybe you had to go through many failures. You fail, you repeat, but you have realized that it's time to go forward and never go back. Building momentum. So whatever you're doing, you're building, you're attracting something new, and you're attracting something stable because you're in alignment, and something is beginning to gather with speed. Is taking off for you because you're mastering something. Whatever you're building, you're creating, you're becoming a master. The rule from place of deep unity, set soul, cosmos aligned. So you are cosmetically aligned to the universe because you did the inner work. You master yourself. You master your emotion. You master your fear. You master to break negative cycle and step into your true potential. Maybe you're gonna have someone that's want to come back to return to you. Sometimes some twin flames come back and sometimes it doesn't, but let's see. You have journeyed far and wide through realms, forgetting and remembering. So this is about yourself. You're returning to your higher self through carrying all your wisdom. So you're connected to your higher self by being a path maker because you have weaved the path. You have made the decision to step forward on yourself because see, you're going to receive these echoes of loss, things that you go through, but you have to overcome them. You have to release them. You have to let them go. Maybe you are scared to face this challenge of climbing this mountain and overcoming these challenges, but you decided to step forward with being committed. So maybe you had a choice of calling in order to stay in the karmic loop or to move forward, but you decide to move forward because your soul was speaking to you. It was speaking loud to you. Feel a faint stir deep inside. A new spark is ready to ignite. So you're feeling this passionate igniting inside of you to take off, to make changes, to grow, to evolve and align. So you had to take the first breath and you had to ask for help. You had to ask your guide to step in and help you, to guide you and lead you on this journey. Open source, like, subscribe.